So yeah, I thought for today, last time we had a sentence in there from the verse, example sentences from for chapter 26, which had multiple dependent subjunctives in there and or non-initial subjunctives. And when I looked up the text, I realized, you know what, that's actually a pretty interesting one. Why don't we take a look at this one together? And then next time we continue with the participles. It may look quite long at first glance, but honestly, the language is quite straightforward. It's a protocol from a court case, a local court case in Deir El Medina. So essentially a case of theft brought before the local authorities, and then in the end they're addressing themselves to the next level up, to the vizier, and ask for further proceedings there. But this was the protocol up to that point. And here's the name, basically, if you want to look it up. EA65930 is the name of the Ostracon. I think it's also Nash 1, if I'm not mistaken. Hope I don't mix that up. Actually, it's you have text on both sides, so recto and verso, and that's the whole text. So for this one, we really have, well, up to this point, the whole thing. So it's a closed story. And if you want to see the hieratic, there are pretty pictures on the British Museum website. But for today, I would suggest let's stay with the transcription, just to keep it a bit simple. We had one sentence the last time, and the question was, what is a chal, or however it is pronounced? In our text, I think it just had the cha, or I think it's spelled like this, actually. There is a fuller version, which has this group writing, N plus R, which stands for syllable final L in New Kingdom group writing. So that is a special sign that's essentially used to transcribe that sound that otherwise you would have no way to identify. I mean, we can't distinguish between R and L in traditional Egyptian writing, so they came up with this combination as an indication, kind of similar to how I think modern Greek uses N and T for D. So Daisy Duck is actually spelled with an NT at the beginning, and so it's sort of the same thing here for syllable final L. In any case, it's a kind of a copper tool. The TLA has about half a page yay long on commentary which exact tool it could have been. Given that this tool was just very common in Deir El Medina to do all sorts of work, I would surmise it's probably this. So a bronze chisel with a mallet. Mallet? I always get that wrong. How do you call that kind of hammer? As opposed to the hairstyle from the 80s.
Mallet.
Mallet, thank you. The mullet is, yeah, something different. Okay, in any case, so it's a mallet. I think that's probably what it is. All right, uh, let's dive right in. There was a date at the beginning. The king is not mentioned, but the Ostracon is dated to the reign of Sethos or Seti the second. How do you do this? I'm not completely sure in this case, but what happens in general is that since we have so many records from Deir El Medina, I think one thing you can do is you can see who is on different ostraca and then cross-correlate. Like if this person and this person is mentioned, son of so-and-so, who was scribe during the reign of so-and-so, oh, then this here must be this. So basically, I'm not sure if that's the case in this Ostracon, but since we have a lot of information, even if the king isn't mentioned, if you have known names or something else about the find spot, you could correlate it. So let's go with the dating of SETI. And yeah, the um, print is not the clearest. This was too much text for me to all retype it, so I just took it out of um, not the Ramesside inscriptions by Kitchen. So KRI number 4. And overall, KRI, if you can get your hands on it, super useful in terms of a huge wealth of texts. And there is a companion. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, RITA, which are the translations and annotations, spelled like reader, basically. And that's also extremely helpful. But so yeah, I just took it straight from there. And if anybody wants to start, I would say let's just go through it. I put little verse marks in there, which are not in the original, just to indicate like where's a good pause to stop reading, like little breaks, basically. And yeah, with that being said, unless there are any questions, I would say let's dive right in. And I'll do my usual thing here with annotations.
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay, awesome. And
We're starting at the date there.
go again. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying we're starting at the very beginning. We're gonna
Yeah, at
start
the
at
very beginning.
the
Yeah, let's start at right
okay.
at Vector 1.
All right, so I guess we have so Hetseb or yeah,
Mhm.
Hetseb, and we have Siu,
That's right.
Abed Shont, Hont,
That's right.
Shimu.
That's right. Is it Abed is a D, right? Yeah, it's a D. Shunt. I'll just keep it like this. But yeah.
And we have oh yeah, Shimu,
Shemo, that's right.
Mej Suwa. That
And
Mej
yeah,
or
Sumit.
side? Yeah,
Sumit.
Mej.
You're right. That's right.
Wow. And we got, day 10, not day 10, day 1. Suwa.
Oh, you already have that. So you have Sumit. Um,
Oh, I thought the other one. I thought that was the determinism along with Shemu, or
it,
Sum. Oh no, so it's day.
I'm glad you bring it up. It happens a lot that they write the determinative at the end of Shemu or at the end of
Mhm.
the season, um, together with like the first the Su of the following day. It's basically like avoiding the repetition. So yeah,
Mm.
you see that quite a bit. So the day's over here, and then basically here starts the beginning of the sentence.
Okay, so I guess we have Suwa.
Could be, but
That
take
day
a.
1. Oh no, no,
Uh,
no.
you have that already,
Um.
so has to be something else.
Oh, Heru.
That's right. Hello,
Heru. Wa.
maybe
No. Oh no, that's just Heru. Also Bin.
you got it.
Binin.
Right, pin.
Saber.
That's right.
Irni Remech.
That's right. Remich.
Irni Remet. Or Remet. And then we have Gedet. No. Well, it could be Iset too.
It is. It is Isent.
Iset.
And that's a workman. I mean, a crew member, basically, in Deir El Medina. It's a common title.
Nefer.
Hang
Nope.
on.
Nope.
I,
Neb-nefer. Sorry.
yeah, I messed up a little bit. Neb-nefer. Bear with me. Neb-nefer. And this is not the same Neb-nefer that we had from the Testament. Just has the same name, but lived a few generations earlier.
And then we have that looks like a ba bird. Is that ba? Bak? Or Neb-nefer ba?
Looks a bit like it, but when you just had a name, what else could it be? What is more
So we have
likely?
a name. And then we have the seated man goes with this name, Neb-nefer.
That's right.
Oh, Sa.
That's right.
Sa.
Very good.
And this is Sa Na.
Yeah, I guess, huh? No.
Yeah, Sa Na Sepson.
Oh, good question. I thought it was Nahi, but now that you mention it,
No,
could
you're
it?
right. No. Nahi. Yeah, that's the placenta. Nahi.
Okay.
I think that makes better sense what you said. Yeah.
I think so. No, I'm not 100% sure whether it could be
Sepson would
Nana,
make
but
sense there.
yeah, not too
Yeah.
much, huh? Okay.
Nahi. And then that looks like, is that an eye? Can't remember.
Down here, huh?
Yeah,
So
what is that?
is it an Erie or is it an Erd? It's an Erd.
Okay. So we have Er,
Mhm.
Ta, Kinbet,
That's right. Gambit.
Sejemi.
Sejemi. And
Sejemi.
Sejemi are the judges. Can't see it because I zoomed out too much, but it's somewhere here on the right. Here we go. It's a type of
Oh
judge.
yeah, that makes sense. Those who hear or those who listen.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct,
it's
correct.
like
And
yeah.
there are at least three different terms for judges. Um, and I don't think it's clear who does what. Like there's the Sajemi, then there's, I think, a form that's based on Semeter or something, on investigate, and there's another one. I don't know what the differences are. Like, did they have different roles? Like in the investigation or in the whole procedure? Unfortunately, I don't think we know. At least I don't know. But yeah, let's pause here. What do we have so far?
So we have I guess during the year
Hmm.
6, month 3 of Shamu,
Hmm.
the day of Shamu. Oh, wait, yeah, the season of Shamu. Um, day 1 on I guess on this first day.
Not quite. Day
Oh, my bad, 10.
10,
Yep,
day 10. Okay. And then
yep,
starts
day
the
10.
narration.
Day 10. Now, is this the pen we know from the Egyptian on this day, on this first day,
It's just
or
Herupen.
next day?
Herupen. And you see that a
Heru-
lot, which just basically means,
this
um,
day?
yeah, this day,
This
on
day.
this day. They like to use that. I'm a bit confused, honestly, by the second N. I wonder if that's real. Maybe it's correct. I'll look it up later.
Then we
So,
have Seper. Seper means to what? A reach or arrive.
mhm,
So we have the workman Neb-nefer
mhm,
made an arrival, or arrived,
mhm,
son of Nachti,
mhm.
Ir, let's see, Kinbet. I forgot that name just that quick. Kinbet.
It was
uh,
in Horus and Seth a lot.
Kinbet, judges. Jeez.
The court, I would say.
The court?
The court. Yes,
The court of judges.
that's right. You got it. That's it.
Court of judges. So good.
Could
So,
I just make an observation
Yes, sir.
about the structure? I think that might be a form which occurred earlier in the section on infinitive,
Which
um,
which one?
when they talked about um, this day of arrival done by the remit. There's a number of constructions like that.
So
Um,
you've seen this one before.
yeah, it's in Neveu. There's a couple of
Oh,
examples.
oh, okay, cool.
I can refer you to a page.
Yes, let's do that.
I've just found it on
Awesome.
page 40, on page 40, 42 of my edition.
Hang on. Just need to find a free desktop. There has to be one somewhere. How about this?
There's a couple of it. There's one or two examples of this type of construction.
Oh, awesome. Love that. Hang on, give me a quick
In
moment.
in paragraph 13.4.1.1.
Yeah. Hang on, let's go there right away. Never.
Ah,
There
right.
we go. And maybe we can just actually find it by head of pen. Head
Yeah,
of
it's
pen.
section
And there you go.
paragraph.
This one?
It's in chapter 13,
Yes,
and they
found
give
it.
quite a lot of examples of it.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
there you go. There you go. If you
Awesome.
look at that one, Herupen and Sen Iren Ta Isit.
Yes, I remember this one. That's from the Strike Papyrus. Herupen and Sin.
And
Iren.
Sen it
Yes,
classifies as an infinitive.
that
And
makes
it's
sense.
like, and if you look at the bit in brackets, this day of crossing that the crew did.
Makes sense. So the N is supposed to be there. I was completely wrong. That is the way how you say it.
Oh, not at all, not
Love
at
it.
all. I just felt I'd seen the construction somewhere before.
Great. Thanks for pointing it out. So yeah, then it should be there. When it's not there, like here, that's actually then the mistake. Okay, very good.
so
Um,
Sorry, I'll shut up.
No, this is great because that resolves one worry. We had another one, I thought. What was the other one? Oh, the name of the guy. I can figure that out later. But so yeah, so Heropen en Seper, Ir en Remich Ise, Neb-nefer. That makes perfect sense now. Very good. All right. Any questions about this one so far? Or
If you
further
go
comment?
up, if you go up 2 pages, I think you can read a little more clearly on your page 8.
On my page 8, hang on.
Yeah, go back 2 pages. You'll
Oh,
probably be able to see it more clearly, see the name.
oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, that's a Nahi. It's on the first
That's,
line.
yeah, I'm looking here. Yeah, it is an echi, you're right. It's not a seps
Yeah.
now. Okay, very good. All right. Actually, I should have used this. Silly of me. Should have used this for reading instead of the other one. But okay, I guess we can sort of see. Completely forgot I had this nice transcription from the museum. This is so much clearer. But okay. We have all the vocabulary on the side, so it would be kind of a pity to do away with this. Okay, should we move on? I'll take that as a yes. Who wants the next? Well done. Who wants the next section?
Take a stab at it.
All right. That's all
So
yours.
semi NF.
NF.
M Ankh Nu Newt. Ankh N. I don't know if these new pots really mean new anymore.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Originally, I had new here, and then I changed it. Because why would there be a plural? I think. I'm not sure. Hmm?
Well, plural makes sense. The living, as in like all those living in the town, the citizens. The living of the...
True, but the word before would have to be plural then. It would have to be like Anhu, the living ones or something. It's referring to one person. Okay. Well, you know what? Since we're on it, too late. Now we're gonna check it. If I, again, same problem as before. Yeah. Come on. If I can find, how do we want to look that up? TLA is probably the best. TLA, not TLI, TLA, thesaurus.
So even during this time, the indirect genitive had died out completely, right?
The what had died out?
No, so I'm assuming the indirect genitive did not die out completely during this time, during the late period.
You mean the inflections for the genitive, or?
Sorry, yeah, the inflections for the indirect genitive, yeah.
Yeah, I think they have died out. I mean, no, I think so. They have died out. The only thing is, it is, I think, fairly common in this title, if not regular in this title. So now I'm wondering what that actually was. Okay. I tried to take a shortcut. That didn't work. Let's do it this way then. Anech. Annoying.
A woman's oath.
Yeah.
Now I want to die. I want to go down that rabbit hole.
Well, actually, we're going to get to oaths in a moment, but that doesn't help. Ramses Online. Let's see if Ramses has something to offer, and we can work our way forward from there. An. N. Here we go.
Oh, there.
There it is. It is transcribed with a W, like I at first had it, and then I corrected myself because I thought, wait, that doesn't make sense. And no, Mayo, not there. Citizenness is how it's often translated. Well, how it's sometimes.
You had it there a moment ago.
I had it there? You mean in Ramses Online?
There.
Yeah, it's
Second
there.
one down.
Right. I was more waiting for, I was thinking like maybe I can get a bit more commentary. Because the
Oh,
thing
right.
is, if you look at the name here, yeah, it's spelled with a nuja, but
Yeah.
why? It
Could it
doesn't
be just that it takes up less space?
always a possibility. Just that it's so consistent is a bit weird. You would think if it
Oh,
were for space-saving version reasons, sometimes they would spell it without. Um, and normally it has that nuja. Oh,
yeah.
interesting. And no newt. Good luck with that. Nope. All right. May have to postpone that Egyptian title.
But
Hmm,
also, Ramses doesn't always transcribe what is actually in the text.
yeah. And no newt. I don't know. I'll just transcribe it then with the W, just because that seems to be if Ramses does it, I guess. I can't go too wrong. I'm wondering why though. In any case, let's not get too hung up on that. Could be a little side quest. So, translation normally something like the female citizen. I think the term originally could refer to men or women, but by the time that we're talking about, it basically means a citizen, a female citizen, or as I've seen it translated before, citizenness, which I don't think I've seen anywhere else outside of
Citizenness.
this. Kind of cute, right?
Incredibly weird.
A little
Why
bit
does she
weird.
have plural strokes then?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. But that might explain why there's a double NW. I'll look it up afterwards.
Could
Yeah.
it be that the newt is treated as plural?
I
But
don't
that
know.
it would still
It's
be
got
an
lots
N,
of people in it.
but it would have to be the ankh that's plural for the new to be for it to be a new.
Yeah. You know what?
Anyway, we
I'll
can
skip the little rabbit
accept
hole
that it's
there.
this. We'll just accept it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This has got to be a name. Heriya. Heriya.
Heria. That's right. Let's just go with that. Heria. That seems to be her name. You're right.
Okay, so I'll start
And
there. So
what's the funny, excuse me, what's the funny symbol after the ah, the iya?
it's a B1.
It's a
That's a
woman.
seated woman.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Yeah. With a very big hairdo. That's why. Mhm.
Yeah, she almost looks like she has a cobra's head. So he reported to a citizen, to citizen Haria.
Yeah, and I think probably more like against or
Oh, oh.
regarding, like made a reported on the citizen, uh, yeah, on the citizen area. The citizen's
That makes
area.
sense.
hmm
Okay.
All right, let's continue maybe. Anybody wants to
Me
take?
or someone else? Yes, someone
I
else.
can try.
Yeah,
So
let's switch.
Jed and Remich is,
Chat.
and then Neb-nefer.
Yeah, hang on. Chat. And that's interesting. There is a little T there. Let's get back to that in a moment. The image is, yeah,
Neb-nefer.
Neb-nefer. Mhm.
So said to the workman Neb-nefer. E.
Yeah, that's a good
No,
question.
but
Yeah, let's continue. I'll come back to that in a moment.
so Irshu.
That's a reed leaf. It's hard to see because
Okay.
it's damaged.
So Inek
Mhm.
Temesu, which I don't know what it is.
And the word is to bury. I think it's still Thomas in Coptic.
Okay. Vahal
Wow.
Inek Empiper
Yeah.
Sa.
In Piper, that's right. In Piper, he really says that. I didn't notice that before, but yeah. Hang on, let me try to create a bit of space here. Okay. Piper, yeah. What did you say? Khersa?
Hersa pa Heru.
Uh, Herui or something like that, yeah. Let's stop here.
So if or what I buried, did I bury one copper tool
Mhm,
in my house
mhm.
behind the word?
Or how
What is
about
Heru here?
the Heruyu are hostilities, war, some kind of struggle.
After the war. Okay, after the struggle. Okay.
That's right. And exactly. So the Khersa is after in this case, not behind. It's reasonable to assume that he really said pai per would make more sense. So in my house, or maybe in the house, who knows? Maybe it's, but in this house doesn't make sense. I think you're right. I think it's pai. So I buried it in my house after the struggles, whatever those struggles were. Let's talk about that in a moment. A little correction in the beginning you had. Ir anak. What do you make out of that?
If or is it
It could
as
be.
for I?
Exactly. As for me. So as for me, I did so and so. So it's essentially like a topic marker almost. As for me, I did such and such. Namely, like you said, buried a copper tool. And it's a copper tool or a chisel. A hal anak. There's one more grammar point here.
So my copper tool. Or
Correct.
Anak.
Literally, I mean, normally, if you wanted to say the copper tool, it would be pai chal, right? But if you want to say a copper tool of mine, just like in English, you can't say a my copper tool, so you put anak at the end. So it becomes wa chal anak. It's just like in English, a copper tool of mine, as opposed to my copper tool. So yeah, he had multiple, but one of those he buried in his house after the struggles. All right, well done. What struggles? Interesting question. So we're in year 6 of SETI. Um, and the story goes that during his initial years, there may have been a rivalry with another pharaoh, Amenmesse, a counter pharaoh. Details of this are not completely clear. Basically, this is based on Seti's name, Seti II's name being chiseled out and then later reworked after he was back in power again. And then Amenmes's tomb being completely, the decorations being completely destroyed and his name taken out everywhere. So there was something going on. At first, the thought was that one could have been the successor of the other. I think currently it's leaning in the direction that we have some kind of usurpation going on for a few years, and that maybe the struggles refer to that, but that is by no means proven. That's just conjecture. It could have been any other kind of infighting struggle during the previous years. So that is one interpretation I've read, but it's by no means certain that that's what the struggle is referring to. But yeah, there's some kind of hostility, some kind of war in the Thebes area, in the Theban area, preceding this year 6. That's as much as we know. So he buried one? All right. But that explains why he was burying it. He was basically trying to put it away. All right. Any questions or should we go on? Then I would say, yeah. Who wants the next part? So
I guess it's my turn.
all right, go for it.
Okay, let me just concentrate. You to her ichai.
Chai, that's right.
Now, I can't read the last little bits on that line. I don't know whether they're important.
You mean this part? There's a
Well,
little
no, ichaif, ichaif.
chive. That's right.
Ichaif.
Chive. Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's continue.
Now, the next bit, I find it hard to see the first symbols in that line.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
I need some help.
What on earth is
It's
this?
just a reed leaf. It's a reed leaf,
Oh,
but
you're
it's
right.
inside brackets and squiggled out, so it looks more complicated than it is.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You, E,
You.
dit, ak, which is in the notes as ar, with an
Yeah.
R missing.
Alec. That's
Ak. Sen,
right.
remet, neb,
Mhm.
nt, ha, de, demit.
That's right.
Ah, oh, this is on her,
Very good.
I, hell again.
Mhm. That's right. Very good. What do you make out of it?
Hmm. I was wondering when the sentence begins with you, what that grammatically signifies.
It's a
Um,
so-called sequential.
somebody stole it.
That's right. And somebody stole it. Yes, Hal is masculine, so the F refers back to the Hal, and the EU plus her in past tense narration is essentially it's a
All
so-called
right.
sequential. So it's just like
Yeah.
and.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. And we've got another one again.
That's right.
And I um edit.
Mhm.
I ordered. I made. Uh, arc sen.
Mhm.
Why sen? Who are they?
Well,
Made them swear an oath.
made them swear an oath, namely.
Yeah, namely all the people who were in the town, the
Mhm.
Demi,
Mhm.
uh, concerning my hell.
That's right. So basically, what he does is I guess he gets everybody together and he makes them all swear an oath that they, well, either they've seen something and say something, or other words that you don't know anything about it. I guess that they haven't taken it for sure. Um,
Uh,
what verb form are we probably looking at here? Oh, which verb form are we looking at?
yeah. I mean, it looks like a first present, but I don't think it can be.
No, not quite. What do you expect
You,
after
um,
D? And you
is it
may.
just
Mhm.
uh,
Oops.
help? I'm stuck.
After a D, to give, to cause.
Yes.
And I think you may have missed the last session on that. It's a subjunctive. It comes
Yeah.
after to cause. So literally, you cause that they swear. Who, namely
Yeah.
the people of the. I guess you could have left the sin out and just have the whole nominal subject right after the arc. But Egyptian loves to do that, to essentially make a short verb form and then add in parentheses, so to say, who the subject is. So literally, you could read this, and I caused or I made that they swear, namely the people of the town, all the people of the town, with regards to my tool. Okay, swear an oath.
You're very kind, but I was in on the last session. I just didn't recognize it as what we'd been talking about. I do
Okay,
now.
all right, no worries at all. So yeah, there are a few of them in this text, which was, I guess, good practice. Good, well done. Any
Right,
questions
I'll
about
bow
this?
out now.
If not, then let's go on. I think that's the beauty of this text. It's like short little statements that you could just do one at a time, and they're kind of straightforward. So we are at where he has had them all swear an oath. Now, somebody has to have taken it, which means somebody's lying, right? I mean, it didn't disappear by itself. So I guess there's more to the story. So let's continue.
someone else's turn, I think.
Oh, I thought I heard the.
Oh, well, I'll carry on.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, it was me.
Whichever you like. We've had pie, hen, hell. Then I've got her ear, her sa, heru,
That's right.
heru u, kenu,
Mhm.
you, anek.
Mhm.
Oh, we're back to anek and newt again.
Mhm. That's right.
Hmm.
And comes the
Neb,
name. Mhm.
nebu, neb.
This is Nechem, and apparently has something to do with lotus flowers. So
Oh,
Nebuim
don't know
Nechem.
that.
Mhm.
No, is this next? Yeah, that's the end of the name. And her
Mhm.
her Jed,
Mhm.
an E.
That's right. Very good. All right. What do we have?
Hmm. So I think that's just and again, isn't it?
That's right. Her
And
ear is just end. Mhm.
yeah, after many days, oh, I'm stuck again. Help.
Okay. Where's the main verb,
You,
you think?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
It's only really one candidate. Well, not true. There are two. Um, what verbs do you have?
Well, we have a Nechem.
Oh, this is part of the name. This whole thing is part of
Oh,
the
is it?
Mhm.
Nebu and Nechem.
Yeah, that's the name of the lady. But
And
what?
Ersa Haru Ukenu, Iu Anchor Newt, Nebu and Nechem. Oh, well, it's E, isn't it?
Yeah, D, but
Came to say to me.
that's it. That's really all it is. So after many days, the lady Nebuim Nechem, or the woman Nebuim Nechem, um, came to say to me, or came to me to say,
Uh,
basically. That's it. Mhm. So she has some input on the whole case. Any
okay.
questions? This is again your sequential. So you, somebody, her doing something. So it's really just like a first present with the EU in front of it, which makes it that past tense sequential thing that they just love to use. Okay. All right, very good. Christopher, I think I heard you before. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just the audio.
Yeah, that was me.
So it was you. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. It
Fine,
was
it's fine.
super soft. But yeah, I don't know. Want to continue? Maybe for the
Yeah,
next
sure.
two. And the first one is a bit weird. So fair warning there.
So we have Baku,
Oh, that's right.
Excuse me, Bau. Nature. Oh wait, no. There's a mooring stick there, isn't it? Oh, that's part of the determinative for Bau.
That's part of the for
Bau,
bow, yeah. Hmm?
Bau nature, and then we have some weird looking thing after. Oh, that's the determinative for nature, right?
That's right.
And then we have Kepper,
That's right. Let's go on.
Peter,
Yeah, that's right. Hang on. I messed up.
Kepper.
Baulicher Hepper, Peter. That's correct. Um,
And ear, yeah, ear E.
Could be, but this is just the determinative. It's it's a pretty eye. It's the one with the extra
Oh, the eye with the
line.
little
Yeah,
the makeup over the top of it.
correct,
Oh, that's part of Peter.
correct.
Okay, Peter. Oh, E.
That's right. Petiri. Hmm.
And we have Heri
Hmm.
and Heri. Oh, Heria. This is the all part of
Correct.
the one day, Heria.
Hmm.
And then we have U set,
Hmm.
Her Icha,
Hmm.
Bayek, Hel.
That's right. Hmm.
Keep going. Oh, okay, keep going. Then and it stops there. Hel, Hel. Oh, and this is Neset.
That's right.
Neset.
That's right. I think the T's are really silent, so I'm just going to X them out. It's probably really Ines. Hmm. Okay, what do you make out of it? Oh, maybe for the first one, we may need to look up bow. I'm not completely sure myself what the best translation could be, unless you have something. Um,
I was gonna say souls. Souls of the gods.
right, but that doesn't make a lot of sense in context. So
Yeah.
It's like greatness or impressiveness.
I think so. Or power, I've seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Most impressive God.
Indeed. But here we have it. The will, renommee, power. Let's see what we have on the English side. Bear with me. Bow. Okay, no bow. Has to have no dot, I guess. Bow. Punishment, divine rage, divine might, manifestation of power. All right. So, and off to the races.
By the power of God.
By the power of God. Maybe, huh? But there's a shepherd.
Yeah.
Let's see. So the powers of the gods became or are or
I'd keep it this way. Yeah, it's the safest. We can talk about what that means in a moment.
okay. So we have Peter. So Peter, behold, behold, look.
With a little E behind it. Petri.
Oh, I look. Oh, I saw.
I saw.
I saw Heri, not Heri, Heria. And so I saw Heria, and she, oh yeah, and she took your chisel, your copper chisel. He snitched on her, and the gods revealed it.
That's the interesting question. What do you make out of Ines? Do you know?
I was just gonna say, my knee-jerk response, kind of like say, or another way of saying say.
Correct. That. So this is almost like quotation marks in English, basically. So this is her statement. She said, Ines. So yeah, you got it. So yeah, the Bao Nature happened. I like how he translated that. The manifestation, the power of the God happened. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that basically, the power of Christ compels me, so to say? So is it that
Yep,
is that the motivation? Or I've seen a translation where they said it like almost like a vision that came to me and I saw her steal it. Because note that before it was after many days she came forward. I mean, something must have moved her to come forward. Is it divine reverence that made her say it? Was it something that suddenly just became apparent to her? Who knows? I really don't quite know. I would need to see more parallels to this Bao nature Rapper, what exactly that is supposed to say. But somehow the gods have something to do with it. That she now comes forward and tells Panefer that she knows who actually took his tool. Which may
I've
seem,
got
by the way.
another
Go ahead.
I've got another possible guess, which may be a bit too wild, but is she saying, as as the powerful gods exist,
Not a bad one,
we
honestly.
saw this.
I'm thinking the same thing.
It's like the way some oaths start, as the Lord endures, things like that. They stick
Like
on
a
the front.
like a wach statement, right? Like wach pahika, as the ruler lives, this and this basically shall happen. I like that. The only thing that gives me some pause is the cheper is probably a stative, right? Um, and these kind of statements normally would more like have a verb in the subjunctive at the beginning. So like Bau nature is what I would think. But again, completely shooting in the dark. Maybe you guys are absolutely right, and that's what it is. Because, for example, stative can also be used as it can be used as sort of like an imperative in some cases. So I don't know. I'll withhold judgment on it. That's why I like the way that Christopher put it. Like basically, let's keep it the way it is, namely. The power of the god came about, and now comes the really salient feature, which is, and I've seen Heria as she took your tool. She said, "All right, so now we have an eyewitness. Um, let's keep going. I think we're doing great.
Carry on.
All right,
So Ahaen,
in.
Jed and Et,
Sorry, here we go. In Jed in it.
Ta Kenbet,
Kenbet.
and Heriya. Mta, is this just another name? Mta?
This one is really tricky. I have it glossed on the right-hand side, but you can't see it
Oh,
because I covered it. Hang on. My bad. This is really fun. So,
what?
yes. So the second person singular feminine in Coptic becomes ento, and they often write M instead of N, right, during this time. So the assumption is that I found is that this is actually a way how to spell entet phonetically, the way it was actually said, enta.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
that's great. Never seen that before.
And there is a parallel. So it's not this text alone, but yeah, it's not. There's good reason to believe it, but it's not that super common, no.
Cool. Okay, so do you transliterate it in Ta or in Tet?
Why not? Let's go with enter.
Ta. Okay, Ichai,
Chai.
Pai,
Okay. But I guess we need to move on. Hang on. Next page.
Hull, and
That's
Neb-nefer.
right. Hi. Then Neb-nefer. Let's go on a little bit.
Mot,
Yeah, Maat.
Na, Biat.
That's right. All right.
So then, and then the court said to, what's her face? Heria, you stole this tool of Neb-nefer. Is it true or is it not?
Correct.
Basically.
So yep, you have that right. This is the question particle. So like basically almost like true or false. What is this grammatically? From the next sentence that we're going to get to in a moment, I would assume there is another E here. And then this makes sense because then this becomes oh, let's put it this way. What do you think? What kind of sentence is this? Like adverbial, verbal. adjectival.
This second part, you not ichai? Hi.
Yeah, the whole, like, exactly, that whole thing.
I would think verbal just because of the ichai.
Yeah, but then, oh, okay. In that case, I see what you're saying. Then it would have to be like enta, you basically, then there would be like a
Right.
silent ch here, essentially to make it a past tense. You have stolen the, it's pronounced chisel, right? You've stolen the chisel of Neb-nefer, true or not, basically. Possible. I thought it was a participle. So the one who stole, and then make the whole thing into a nominal sentences. You, the one who stole the without a copula because you don't need one. Um, so basically, are you the one who stole it? I think that's what it is, just because that's how it
Oh,
because of the next sentence. Um, but
that makes sense.
it does make sense, although I'm a little bit wondering now why in that case you wouldn't take an article. The one who has stolen, you would think would be something like pa inti or something. But I guess, oh no,
Mm.
wait, rubbish. No, not true. That's what you have a relative for, that you don't need an NT for past tense. So that makes sense. Then the only question is, why is there no article? I'll have to check into that. When you use an article with a relative and we're not. Good preparation for next time, because we'll get to the participles and relatives. How are we doing on time? I think we can get one more in, right? Yeah.
So Jed and Harry, Biat, Ben Inuk, Ichai, Su.
Jedinet. Hang on, where am I? Jedinet
First
Cheria.
line.
Yeah, sorry. I jumped to the next line because there's another Jedinet. Okay, Jedinet Cheria. MBI. Okay. MBI. Oh, MBI. Yeah.
Ben Inuk, Ichai, Su.
Mhm.
So then Harry said, I did not take it.
Correct. No, it wasn't. Actually, this is, I think, really a nominal sentences. It wasn't me who took it. So this is nominalized. The L is probably an E. Um, and so the whole thing is a participle. It wasn't I who took it. But they're spelling it with an L because it's pronounced the same way. So Mbiat ben Anak Erichaisu. I wasn't the one who took it, basically. Um, all right. So she denies. Eyewitness says it was her. Um, Maybe we can do one more. Anybody feel like doing maybe the last one up to here?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay,
Go on.
awesome.
Go on, man.
You were going, Chris? Okay, so we have Jed in T. Wait, Jed in, yeah, Jed in T. Neset
Mhm.
na Kinbet.
It's ta. Sorry, hard to see.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Ta. Yep, Ta Kinbet. U E.
There's one more here.
You wanna? Oh wait. Oh yeah, you're right. Kinbet na
Yeah. Mhm. And then you had UE.
UE.
Mhm.
UE rech
Mhm.
eret ang a.
Mhm.
Ni. I don't know what that is after the. Yep. Ni neb
Mhm.
ang ujaseneb.
Mhm.
Hair Pahel
Mhm.
Erjed bin Inuk Ichasu or Ichaisu.
Mhm. Very good. All right. What do you make out of it?
So the judges said to her, those judges said to her,
Mhm.
I know
Mhm.
what I know what a great Iret made the oath that was the great oath that was taken, or
Yeah, there's a trickiness here, which is something tricky in here. I mean, and you can see it that they put a sick in the transliteration because the scribe made a common mistake. It's a common substitution.
is it
Um, Let me help a little bit. The na is not really a na, it's the same question particle that Aaron had a moment ago. So this is really an in. Um, so hang on. This should really be an in. And so I'll make this whole thing into a question. Okay. And the other thing that's tricky is, want me to tell you or want to try?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This here is really a ch. The ch is silent at this point in time. And that's why they often, so it's not silent, there's basically a vowel. And as a result, they very often write it like the first person singular, even though in reality, historically, it should be a ch. But because they're both pronounced something like a or aye or something, they just write it with a as if it was a first person, because the first person you write all the time. The second person singular feminine is not that common in writing, so as a result, they get that wrong a lot. So with those two pieces, maybe it becomes easier. And I think you're correct. That is a great oath. It's a great oath and neb anachojaisene.
Great oath made to prepared to by the Lord.
Or on the Lord, basically. Yeah. And it's a cher pachel erjet.
Saying,
Ben anak ichaisu.
I don't know I don't know who took it, or I don't know who's been.
Um, this here is a participle. Anak
Well, I
ichaisu.
don't know the one who took it, or
Mhm.
I don't know that.
And without no, it's just if you were to say anak ichaisu, what would it mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I looked at the reg below it, but you're right though. Okay.
No.
So I don't know. I don't. I keep saying no. No. I'm not the one who took it.
Exactly. So it's a great oath upon the Lord concerning the tool to say, I'm not the one who took it. So basically, that's what they're talking about. So what is probably ene ich rech iret, blah, 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 blah. This first part is still missing, and then we have it for today, I think. Rech has two meanings. The common one is to know. It has a second meaning, which is to be able. Like to know how to do something is to be able to do it. Or in English, we could just say can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you waiting for me to?
Yes. Just for the
Oh,
last piece.
she's sorry.
No, you're good. You're
Um,
good. You're doing great.
so this is a question. So know how made oath. made. In you. So in you is the particle. No.
The N
E
is the particle, yeah. Mhm.
It's the particle.
Actually, NU is a good question if the two go together, but it's not central. Treat the whole thing as a question.
So I almost said, did I know? I know I didn't learn how to make an oath. I learned how to make an oath, or not to make it. No, not to make an oath.
Think of the secondary meaning of rech, which is to be able.
Am I able to make an oath? So like she's saying, am I able to take an?
You're close, and now last thing substitution. It's not I, it's ch.
Oh, for she. Is this the? Oh, you.
That's right.
So he's asking it. Well, are they asking him?
They're asking.
Yeah. So they're asking him, can you take an oath? Essentially, is what they maybe are asking him.
You got it. That's exactly it.
To take an oath.
So basically, she said it wasn't me who took it. Then the court says,
"Are you response is,
are you willing to say that under oath? Basically, are you willing to swear to that it wasn't you?" Okay. Question: do we want to leave it on that cliffhanger and then continue there next time, or do you want me to skip to the next chapter? Either way is fine.
This is kind of fun, actually. I would want to carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to know what happened.
I thought so, yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, let's continue. I thought we did great today. So yeah, let's continue with that little story the next time. Awesome.
Okay.
Very well done. That was fun. And see you all then next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.